Liverpool won the Isak derby 3-2. Rio Engamora has arrived into the Premier League. Alexander Isak, there seems to be another twist and turn with this saga. Apparently, a delegation was sent to his yard yesterday. We're going to speak about that. Not only that, Mark Guehi, is there another club that are trying to get Mark Guehi ahead of Liverpool? Sit back, relax. Tuesday afternoon show. Let's get into this, people.
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kopish.
Ain't free back again, ripping LFC till the end, so go on tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions, we the best, we come again. Kopish clean up in every region, elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap, and drifty go on tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kopish, this is Kopish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that, this is Kopish, this is Kopish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kopish.
Hey, yo, what's going on, people? Everybody is blessed. Hope everyone's having a blessed Tuesday morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you decide to watch this show. But it's Team Kopish. It's a bit different for you guys today. I can't lie. Obviously, you guys know we do a Monday night show, but the game was last night. So I said, you know what? Let's pattern this up. Me and Drift will be doing the show today, so Drift will be joining me very shortly. So yeah, man, we'll have a discussion that we would have had last night. Now, do you know what I'm saying? So big up to everybody. I see a few people in the comments saying like, raw, like an afternoon show. That's dope. Like, yeah, there's gonna be more afternoon shows. I don't want to give away too much, but there's gonna be way more. You're gonna see a lot more content this season. I'll tell you that much. Just fine-tuning some of the stuff that we're gonna do. Listen, people. You know I'm going to ask from you already. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe. The links will be in the description in regards to our individual channels as well. You know what I'm saying as well. And not only that, people, I just want to say this video is sponsored by okjersey.com, where you can go and get football jerseys for around £15. People, go and check it out. I cannot stress it enough. Not only that, if you are a member, we have something for you as well. So if you're a member, or if you're not already a member, you should become one, because you might have a chance to get involved in something. That's all I'm going to say. So people, go check out okjersey.com. Big them up for sponsoring this video. You get me? But listen, I don't know about you guys. I'm still gassed over last night. You know what I'm saying? Rio Engamora getting the winning goal. Do you know what I'm saying? And listen, we didn't play well yesterday at all. Obviously, we had individual players that played well, right? But as a team performance, you would say that's not good enough. You can't be allowing a 10-man Newcastle to score again. A 10-man Newcastle, who, in fact, let me go one. When we go back, let me go back. You see what I did there? You see the Isak? Let me go back, yeah? All right, then. They started off with no striker. As we know, their striker situation is techie. He's sitting in his yard. He's looking at the ring door camera every minute because people are trying to move to his yard. We're going to speak about that. They got the makeshift striker, Anthony Gordon, who goes way over the top, obviously, overzealous, smashes Virgil in the back of the calf, gets sent off. Next thing you know it, yeah, they got no makeshift striker. But what I will say is this, though. We need to control games better, because you can't allow a 10-man Newcastle team who was already missing a striker to then score 2 goals. Individual errors, individual mistakes. And I feel like it's not... People will say structure, yeah? And maybe there is something a bit wrong with the structure. However, it's more the individuals. Like, for the first goal, Kirkes, what are you doing, fam? Like, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? Does anyone have the minute on when the goal scored, just quickly? Because I think I can... I'm going to show you lot something. Hold on. What I'll do is, just so that we can kind of... Where's the minute? Hold on, let me go back. I'm trying to see what minute it was that they scored. What minute was it, chat? Can anyone remember the minute that they scored their first goal? Because I'm going to bring it up on the screen. Hold on. It's around the 56th minute or something? Let me see. All right, I've got it. I've got the game in it, like full replay, everything. Right, watch this. Hold on. I've got to make sure. Right, I've got to be careful how I do this so we don't get no freaking copyright. But Tuesday afternoon. Everyone's here for the vibes. But let me not get us like cancelled or anything. So let me see.
Is it a good job I just arrived to stop you from doing something crazy?
No, you're probably just going to be a party people, though. Probably. Most likely. Nah, we're all right, though. What I'll do is, right, I won't share no audio. Okay, cool. I won't share no audio as well. I'm just going to bring up, like, still, like, just a still, like, from the game. So you see, like, the ball's being played in, as you lot can see.
Big up,
right
chat.
here. Oh, that's volume. I thought I could zoom. Can I zoom in? I don't think you can. Can you? Can you zoom?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think there is a way to zoom. But anyway, you see this right here. Look at Kirkes, fam. What is he doing? Why did he think this was a good idea to stop Bruno Guimaraes from scoring? What did he think? Like, it really baffles me. And this is why when I say it's individual errors, that's not a system.
Do you think it's got something to do with the fact that because it was Bruno Guimaraes, he felt strong enough? Like, if that was Dan Burn, do you think he would have done it differently because he would have realized this guy's going to overpower me? Do you think he thought, oh, me and Bruno Guimaraes are about the same height. I can like hold him off. I think that's what I reckon that's what he thought, you know. I reckon he thought with the same height, I can hold him off.
That we shouldn't get in trouble for. Do you see the ball's been played in there, right there? That right there. I don't understand.
He's facing the wrong way for us.
He hasn't moved, bro.
Yeah. Imagine not even looking.
Again. Look, bro, the whole time, are you seeing this? The whole time, my man hasn't moved, you know.
I know.
I've got to be careful I do this. Look.
Do you see what I mean when I said to you yesterday, I know it might be being a bit harsh, but Alisson's definitely got to shuffle across and anticipate that way more than he did. Remember when I said to you, that's why I'm putting a little bit of blame on Ali. Look how far to the right he is, bro. If the ball is coming across and
he's not centrally, he's more to his left, basically.
No, like, he's more to the right of the goal. Like,
he's to our left, but his right, if that makes sense. On our left.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's just do his to make it easier.
Oh, so you're saying his right. Yeah.
There's too much goal to his left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he should have shuffled across a bit earlier. And then I think he saves Bruno's header easily. Again, it's definitely 85 to 90.
He hasn't moved yet. Ali ain't moved then yet, you know.
This is what I'm saying. It's definitely like 85-90% more Kirkes' fault, but Ali could have shuffled across a bit more. Like, I don't know why he was all the way over to the right like that. And he gets a hand on it, if I'm not mistaken. He would have saved it if he'd have shuffled across a little bit quicker.
You see that? It looks like he's going to get
goes over the line before he gets his hand to it.
There you think he's going to get it, you know.
Yeah, if he shuffled across, if he'd have shuffled a yard over, then I think he would have. Like, again, it's definitely more Kirkes' fault. But I do think Ali could have shuffled across a little quicker there.
I'm almost certain Kirkes still thought he was at Carnival, which is crazy. That's a pause in itself because you're on a football pitch. I don't know what.
Yeah, look, he's still got Bruno on his back now.
Bruv, look at the pose. What is that? I know you can freeze frame. The thing is, in the whole freeze frame, you can freeze frame anything to make it look mad, didn't it? You can, innit? But bruv, it looks like he hasn't moved. So that whole time,
I told you yesterday, bro.
That whole time, he's kept that same pose while Bruno Guimaraes has managed to make the header and move away from him. He's still doing it. That's crazy. Someone should draw a seat underneath. You know that? Someone should draw a seat like a chair, and Kirkes is sitting down.
Ben over.
Last but not least, can anyone remember when the
That is exactly what he was here.
I've got to move off the screen, so I'm gonna have to do like a slight little adjustment.
Can I ask you something?
When did the second goal go in?
How every player will always get a whole season in terms of before we make a full judgment on whether we think that they should stay or not, right?
Yeah.
But how long into the season do we give Kirkes before it becomes an issue? We're in a title race.
I understand that. I would say.
So how long do we give it?
I mean, it's been 2 games, Jeff. We at least got. Do you know what it is? I think after 10 games, and this is not when I say 10 games, I think we will know the kind of player that we're gonna get. Even 15 games, you're gonna know by then, because you're gonna be like, is it temperament? Is it just the way how we play? Like, I think we're gonna know.
Because I know people will say I'm being a little bit harsh, but when it comes to goalkeeper and defense, because one mistake can literally ruin an entire football match, I think you get less time to adjust. Whether it's wrong, right, whether it's harsh or not, I think when you're a defender or a goalkeeper, you naturally just get less time to adapt because you're actually becoming a liability. Do you get what I mean? So I'm just asking, how long do you think it'll be? If he keeps making a mistake per game, then like, how long does it come before how long do we give him? You know what I mean? Like, one mistake per game is a bit mad still.
All right, so I've just got to the second goal, and I need someone to make me understand something. Kirkhead is in line with Virgil. Ibu's in line with Virgil, who's challenging Dan Burn, and I think Dan Burn is 8 feet tall, by the way. I think this whole 6'5" is a lie. Gravenberch is now covering Asula. Why is Connor Bradley? This is from a free kick. So for anybody that wants to try and make up this excuse of about we was on a breakaway, I've just seen the footage. I just can't show it, obviously. There was a free kick way far back. The goalkeeper took it. This is all from the goalkeeper.
Yeah. It was just inside the Newcastle.
Ibu makes a mistake here. Ibu is obviously facing up Dan Burn. But what happens is, we're gonna get to it, is that Ibu. Oh shoot, I pressed the wrong button there. Hold on, give me 1 second. Gotta be very careful I do this, chat, so I don't want us to get in trouble. Ibu is gonna miss the ball. Comes off his back. Someone explain to me up until now, why is Connor Drift? Maybe I'm being harsh. You explain to me why Connor Bradley wasn't even in line with the back line like everybody else. Be first and foremost.
To be honest with you, I'd need to go look where he was situated for the actual free kick itself to get a better idea.
It takes nothing away from Konate, by the way. I'm still having a go at Konate. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, do you know what, bro? I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though Ibu is more at fault here, I'm still giving at least 30% of the blame to Gravenberch, because Gravenberch is the one who was watching the runner and let the runner run off him. The goal scorer actually ran off the back of Gravenberch. So I know that Ibu should have won the header, bro. But Gravenberch definitely shouldn't have let the runner run off him the way he did. So I get what you mean about, because he's the right back, shouldn't he be tucked in? But Gravenberch is there. There's cover. But Gravenberch just let the guy run off him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you're the DM in the team, you're just as responsible to watch that as Bradley is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You are. Yeah. You actually technically are. I
don't
know why Grav let the player just run off him.
I know this is the frustrating bit here. Like, see there?
Because even there, Gravenberch is even ahead slightly, but he still lets it run off and lets the guy get ahead. Like, I don't know, man. It's a combination of
and then you got Ali running out trying to close the angle as well. Like, look.
Yeah.
Individual errors.
Ali's usually amazing at those, and
it goes underneath his arm. Basically underneath his arm, like in between his elbow and his rib. It's like a small gap, bruv, the way it goes in. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Do you know what though, bruv? I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna think I'm being stupid here, but I'm not. Whatever mistakes were made during the game, it was all part of God's plan, bruv.
For real.
We don't get the Rio moment without the mistakes, without the bruv.
Let me get to the.
I know you're not gonna think I'm being stupid, but I'm genuinely not.
Let me get Rio's goal.
It is what it is, bruv. We don't get Rio's moment without everything else. We just don't, bruv. It was God's plan, bruv. It is what it is, bruv.
Everybody,
I'm not mad at anyone anymore.
Also, remember how we said Ekatike is being rested, yeah? Do you want to see the face of Ekatike when the camera gets panned on him? Brother,
he looks fed up, yeah.
Bro, but he's thinking, what is this? I'm the only striker, and you're bringing on Federique, fam. But I'm not gonna lie. Are we? I don't know. Slut needs to fix up though. I think
No,
obviously
you know what? It's not Slot that needs to fix up, bro. It's the recruitment.
Yeah.
Hurry up and just get this all sorted out.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. We're gonna get into that as well, obviously. But right, let me get to the goal of Rio. Let me just quickly skip this. Where is it? I can't obviously show the build up because there'll be too much stopping and starting, and they probably will try and copyright or something like that. I'm just gonna get to like the main part of the goal where the ball gets played, I think, by Salah. I think. Give me 1 second, chat. I've just got to get it perfect.
Am I right in believing that both times that Kasike's been subbed, we're winning 2-0?
All right.
And then the team,
and
then both times the teams come back and made it 2-2.
All right, Drift, forgive me. I don't know if we're gonna get copyright here, but I'm just gonna do the stop-start motion thing. So I think I can get away.
You know, we'll address the slot stuff because I see quite a few people.
Yeah.
I heard the manager himself actually speak, so I feel more justified in what I was thinking anyway. But yeah,
so ball gets played by. I'm probably gonna get tapped for this.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm letting you do this at the moment.
No, do you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? It's too much stop-start. I'm just gonna get to the dummy. It's too much stuff. When I think about it, because the ball gets played to Chiesa plays to Salah. Salah, like, bro, we'll be here all day, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why. We know how the story goes, bro. Everyone in the chat has watched this goal
but I just want to see it to go again.
Right now,
well, what we're gonna do is this, though. Hold on. This is the part I want everyone to see. You see the dummy by Soboslai. Drift, did you see the interview by LFC with Rio?
Yeah.
So did you see the bit where they asked him? They go, did you call for the ball? And he's like, nah. He was like, Soboslai just knew I was there. He I think earlier on in the move, he looked over his shoulder, I believe, and he said, I think he saw me, and he just dummied and hoped I was still there. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Soboslai intelligence, you know.
Yeah.
You know them ones. What I will do is, even though if we're gonna get copyright, it's probably already happened. I'll just get to the bit where he. Right, I'll bring this back up here. I should have really just done this, by the way, without thinking of it. We're thinking of it now, but anyways, we move. Bruv, do you know what's so crazy? You see, the finish was so cold. He practically put it near where the goalkeeper was coming from. I'm not gonna lie. You have to be so accurate because really, truly, you're really supposed to wrap your foot and you know what I'm saying. Hit it.
When I watched the angle from behind the goal, he actually should have wrapped it near post, not far.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
or even he could have taken a touch, bro. But said, nah, that's not me.
No, I think taking a touch would have ruined the move and give the goalkeeper a chance to be like more like ready for it. So hitting it first time is just a harder technique, though. That's all. It's a much more difficult technique to hit it first time. But he should have wrapped it near post. But you know what?
It's first time, you know.
He don't give a shit, bro. That finish, do not sleep on that finish.
No, 100%, bro.
Everyone's going to think, from 12 yards, easy finish. And theoretically, you think, okay, you got the whole goal. You're a professional footballer. You're supposed to score. But with the ball, do you know how easy it is for the ball to bobble a bit? How easy? And if he was like a 21-year-old, it would be different. He's 16, bro. For a 16-year-old to have the bottle to actually take that shot on first time, crazy, bro. Crazy.
Listen,
crazy.
Absolutely, you heard it here first.
Crazy. And if that was anyone else in the team, even if you flip it the other way around and you say it was Mo running onto it, but the ball was going the other way, so like it was going from left to right, and it was Mo running onto it. If it was Gakpo, anyone else in our team, I think they put that near post. I don't think any of them go far post.
How about this? The only person that scores that goal in our team would have been Cody, that I would have trusted. Because Cody's got a good shoot technique, even first time.
No, I think Mo would have scored that. I think
but it has to be on the other side, though, Drew. That's what I'm saying.
On this, yeah.
Yeah, so
This
that will
exact,
fall onto Mo's right foot. I'm gonna be
It'd
real, I'm
have
not
to be
trusting
Kobe,
it. Like, you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Gakpo, oh sorry, Ekatike. Sorry, Ekatike and Gakpo are probably the only two right now that I would say that's a guaranteed goal alongside Rio's just proved it as well. The others, it's all a bit different. Even Chiesa, and that sounds crazy. Chiesa should finish that. He should. He's got the experience and know-how.
Yeah, I think Chiesa could finish that. Yeah.
Soboslai, I don't know. There's a few maybe. I don't know, but it's the chances isn't as easy as you think because it's first time and literally everything probably just like makes everything like stand still in it. Your heart's beating and like you haven't even got to think about it. You just got to bury it. It's like the Origi chance, not Origi chance, the Origi goal. Which I hate to bring him up again, but Trent Alexander-Arnold, bro. Sorry, Trent, as he wants to be called. Trent plays the ball to Origi against Barca, hits it first time. Do you know how many people are fixed sky that drift?
Bro, it bounced right before Origi hit it, bro.
This is what I'm saying. It's not exactly the same.
The control on that Origi finish in that Barca game gets slept on. The way he controlled
I'm telling you,
that shot,
yeah, man,
bro,
are missing that, you know.
bro,
Sky in that.
The
also.
way he controlled that shot was superb. Go back and watch that Barca finish again.
Yeah,
it literally bounced just before he hit, and he had to angle his body to make sure he didn't get too much underneath it to put it over the bar. You're right. It could have easily gone over the bar. Easily.
Yeah.
That was a finish, bro.
Nah, facts. Like,
Man,
bro.
like Rio was arrived. Did you see what Henri said though when he was like, I still think he should be protected because he is like ridiculously young. Like it shouldn't just be, oh yeah, now Rio plays all the time. It should still be he goes back into the reserve and, you know what I mean?
Not like, all right, so here's what I'm gonna say about Rio, and this is I'm glad you said that actually, because there's obviously going to be that debate about what should happen with Rio. Like, is he now? Because some people will say, he can take Gakpo's chain. Some people will say, no, give him a bit more time, like to kind of integrate, like with the first team. Just only bring him on when you need to. What's your thoughts on it first and foremost regarding Rio?
It's a tough one, you know, because I want him to play because he's good, but I don't want him to get overly exposed before he's ready. Like having a moment like that shows that you've got the talent, but that ain't gonna happen every week. Do you get what I mean? So you've just got to be careful that you don't, you know what I mean? You just got to be a little bit careful that you don't ruin the chance of him becoming who he is by overplaying him or putting him in scenarios he shouldn't really be in. But I have the faith the manager will be able to use him where and when he knows how to. I have the faith in the manager. Then there also comes the question, are we not buying a winger because we don't want to block the pathway of Rio? Or is Rio playing because we're being stupid and we're not buying a winger? Like, which one is it?
All right, so as things currently stand, I think the talent of Rio surprised everyone, even at Liverpool. They knew how good he was, but I think once he arrived, and there was already murmurs when he first arrived, how he was just cooking up every rascal, everybody from training. I think you could kind of see what was going to happen. Now, I don't think Arne Slot, though, predicted what was going to happen in pre-season. In pre-season, he was our most electrifying forward. Every time he stepped onto the pitch, it was problems for the opposition. They would double up on man, like how teams would say double up on Salah or Saka. Like, you know, the some of the best wingers like in the Premier League, like people are double up on him. Bro, when he first got the ball, I wish I could show it, but it's too much problems. He steps onto the pitch, he got the ball, and there was two men on him straight away. Imagine he's 16 and you're doubling up on a 16-year-old. It just goes to show you we have a talent there that I think we just have to just be patient. Don't rush it. I don't think we need to be seeing Rio starting against Arsenal, for example. But one thing I will say, though, is 20 minutes left of a game, 15 minutes left of the game. Just gradually, just ease him in, like kind of slowly. Because again, bro, it's very easy for us as fans just to say playing, because we just see the benefits of seeing an electrifying 16-year-old talented player. But there's more that goes on with that, bro. There is pressure. There is fatigue. There is expectation. There's also potential injuries. Like, you don't want a setback. Because imagine now, if you played Rio, let's just say, for example, Liverpool were like, we're going to play Rio. Out of nowhere, he's starting against Arsenal. And then Rio picks up a calf injury and he's out for, say, 4 weeks. How are we going to feel then? We're all going to feel like, oh, bro, this is what happens, you know? Maybe we was a bit too like overzealous trying to get a 16-year-old to score right this second. That's why I just think manage the minutes, bro. Like, I get it. He's a different player from Cody. I think the reason why people are crying out for Rio more so, Drift, is because of the lack of Diaz. And that's not me saying he was never good. Rio's going to be Rio. But what I'm saying, if Diaz is still here, I don't think the cry out for Rio will be as loud. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I agree with that.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's a tough one, isn't it? It's just you don't want to block the pathway of the kid.
No, of course not. Yeah.
But how young is too young to be playing him regularly? Like I'm even. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going off of memory, but even the goats that I can think of, like Gerrard, Fowler, Messi, Ronaldinho. Like I'm thinking of every goat I can think of. And at 16 years old, they weren't playing important roles in a team who's trying to win the Champions League and the Premier. Do you get what I mean? It's like, like 16 is stupidly young.
And people will say Yamal, but Yamal is not the majority. Yamal was an anomaly. Like he's the he's the one in a few.
The only one at 16 that was playing at that level.
And if we're being honest, can we be honest for a second? If Barcelona didn't have financial issues, I don't think they would have been forced to play Yamal from 2 seasons ago. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He would have had a longer time to be able to.
Remember, Barcelona have a financial crisis on their hands, Yamal will always be Yamal, but I think it might have been slightly later on we would have seen Yamal. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That like I don't want to disrespect Yamal because Yamal's going to be goated by the time.
And Dill's got a point. Mbappe might have been 16 when he started playing first team football. I'm trying to remember.
But when he started but the thing is, when Mbappe broke into that Monaco team, if I'm not mistaken, the first was it his first season? No, you want to is it his second season they won the title, no?
I was under the impression that the year they won the league was the first year that he was actually a starting player. But he may have played games the season before that.
Yeah. But even Michael Owen was a debut against Wimbledon. Was it 17?
He was 17, yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Rio's just turned... No, so Rio is 16,
Rio ain't even 7. Yeah, Rio's
still
17
yet. No, 17 yet. This is what I'm saying. Like, just... This is the year to integrate in terms of slowly. Little 20 minutes here. People saying Rooney. I'm glad you said that. Wayne Rooney, one of the best players to ever grace the Premier League. But one thing people will tell you is that his career was cut short kind of early.
Because he played so much football.
Look, all right. People might say he didn't look after himself. Look at Sterling, bro. Look at the decline. Big up Raheem Sterling. Got nothing but love for Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Would you say Sterling burnt out from when he was like 28, 29?
Way before that, bro. A lot of people forget Man City got rid of Sterling when he was 26, bro.
Bro, Sterling...
It's only because he'd been around for so long why everybody felt... Bro, Man City already could see he was done at 26, bro. Pep was like, nah, I need to replace you. If I'm not mistaken, Sterling's still only 29.
What? Is he not 30 yet? You're lying.
I don't think Sterling's 30 yet,
bro. Actually might be right, you know. If Raheem, and it just goes to show you, Sterling's enough, guys. Like I'm saying, like Sterling.
Oh, just turned 30, yeah.
But he's only just turned 30. But remember Liverpool? Remember the game against, was it Man United, brother? When he was going up against Valencia at right back. Do you remember?
I think he was 17 when he made his Liverpool debut, right? Sterling. He was 17.
Was he?
13-14 season, I think so.
Nah, he made his debut in the 12-13 season. He made 2 appearances.
Oh shit! Did he play the season before?
So only 2 appearances, and then in the 13-14 season, where obviously he was going for the title, that's when that was his most arguably maybe productive. But even the year after that, he done well though. Year after that, still.
I look at that. By the time he was 26, he was done. So sometimes you do have to be careful you don't play too much senior football at a young age because you might, you know what I mean, get ran into the ground. So
yeah.
But yeah, you know what? David's got a point though. 12 years at the top for Sterling. most people would kill for that. That kind of is a good career, I guess, to have 12 years at the top. Well, not 12. I'll say 10.
He's played for
By the
Liverpool.
time he was 26, he was done. Like, we're not going to count the 2 or 3 years at Chelsea and a year at Arsenal. He was shocking.
No. I know. But even still, he done 4 years at Chelsea, you know. He done 4 years.
And he's been shit the whole time. That's what I'm saying.
And his Chelsea career, if I'm being
well,
honest...
one of those years was at Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's been shit the whole time.
The first 2 years at Chelsea, he was very, very average. He was okay. Like, I'm looking at it now, 26 appearances in the league. No, so I just do all competitions. 38 games in the 22-23 season, got 9 goals. And in the 23-24 season, year after, 43 appearances, 10 goals. So that's not too shabby.
Bellingham's a shout. Bellingham was playing football for Birmingham at 16.
Bruv, you can... Yeah. I'm not even trying to wish anything on any player. Again, Bellingham, the way how he even plays the game, I don't know if you're going to see Jude Bellingham playing like that when he's like 32. I don't think it's
32, bruv. I don't even think about
it's not sustainable. The way how you play football and when you start playing football, for me, always determines how you kind of bow out. That's why you get a lot of them people like Iniesta who don't rely on like pace, and it's just more like footballing IQ and a bit of wizardry, a bit of trickery. Them man normally last longer because they're not about the athleticism thing. Them man just all about footballing IQ and technical ability. Obviously, you need a bit of athletic ability.
If you're somebody that relies on your physicality, your career will always be worse than people who rely on their intelligence.
Yeah,
maybe your peak might be higher.
Yeah, 100.
But your overall, do you know what I mean? If you can look at all
like
walks
Pedri,
of life.
You see where Pedri will probably be played till he's about 35, like, and still be a bad boy. You see, look at Modric. I'm not trying to compare, but look at the style of Modric. What's Modric's game based on?
I mean, to be fair, young Modric kind of was about athleticism. To be
no. See, I would say
I think he changed his style once he got to about 30.
See, I say he's
young Modric at Tottenham, and you don't think he could get around?
No, we could get around the pitch, but what I'm saying is, you wouldn't have never said what's Modric's best trait. You would always go on his technical ability. That's what I'm trying to say.
Passing and dribbling is what I would have
said. Yeah, his technical ability. That's technical.
Yeah.
When it comes to athletics thing, I never would have associated that. Like, bro, remember, Iniesta could play on the wing back in the day. You know, he used to play on the wing for Spain.
Yeah. Iniesta is definitely more about like being an athlete, and he was just all round everything. Iniesta
just one of the greatest of all time. Technical ability just through the roof, bro.
Gareth Bale, that's a good shout. Gareth Bale was definitely someone that it was
way more about him being an athlete.
Yeah, it was definitely athleticism.
Yeah, don't associate. He was an athletic player.
You know, we're gonna have a conversation one day about players that are slept on. I think it's actually one of the shows I'm gonna do on my channel. Gareth Bale gets slept on in conversation so much. Gareth Bale was a fucking problem.
I've got a hot take about Gareth Bale, you know. Like
Gareth Bale's one of the best footballers I've ever seen.
You might have to invite me. Like the reason I say that is because as much as I think he was cold drift, more so in the Prem actually, maybe, yeah. People have this, you know, when people try to rewrite history and try and make it seem like he was this person, brother. You know how much I watch La Liga. People were moving like Gareth Bale was a wing wizard, no pun intended. Like he was just this weaving, like he was Robin. Bro, Gareth Bale was not that guy, bro. I promise you. Go back and watch the tapes.
You do realize that he's a GOAT, though, right?
No, bro. Gareth Bale's cold. All I'm saying is, you know, like, let me give an example. You know how Ribery's like one of the masters of manipulating the ball, like Frank Ribery, yeah? Bruv, you'll go back and have a conversation. And I was having this conversation the other day. Man were telling me Bale was a better dribbler than Salah. I said I can't have these silly conversations. Go back and watch the tapes.
It'll be a fun conversation then. We'll do it.
One of Bale's best goals, do you know how he scored? Against Barcelona in the Copa del Rey final. He kicked it and ran off the pitch.
Yeah, but Henri's done that, and everyone knows.
No, but Henri's done the weaving thing. We know what Henri can do.
Yeah, but I think Gareth Bale could look. We'll have that conversation.
Gareth Bale
Let's
was
go on
not a
tangent.
wing. This is all right. You know what?
Let's not go on.
We're going off topic. Let me not stop there. All right, let's move on the conversation because I know people want to speak about this. They're saying breaking news. Rare. Okay, so I'll start with the first bit, and that is. So let me bring up my Twitter, them car. Don't want to see.
I'm not gonna lie. Wales. It's me thinking about Bale.
Bruv, don't do it, Drift. Don't go back to. Oh, you're saying Wolves. I thought you're gonna go back.
Yeah,
to
Wolves. Wolves and West Ham going championship. Wolves and West Ham get ready for the championship.
All right. So the first bit of news is apparently, is it this?
I'm not gonna lie, that wrestler was an absolute don for this.
Yeah, he was still.
I hope he didn't round him up too much, but
Can you not see this? Yeah. Now you can, innit? Wolves are expected to agree a sale of Strand Larson to Newcastle for a package of 60 million. Do you know why I know Indy, I think, is bang on the money? About half an hour ago, Fabrizio said Wolves and Newcastle are still in negotiations. They had a positive conversation and they're working on a structure of a deal. I'm going to be honest. And he also said we saw that deal's still not dead. I think we know what's about to happen, right?
Do you know what apparently is made? Again, these are all rumors, right? So we have absolutely no idea what's what. But apparently, the reason why they pivoted to Strand Larson is actually because Tottenham might steal Vissa. Did you hear about that?
What? Nah, stop it. What?
Yeah, bro. Apparently, after Tottenham missed out on Eze, they pivoted to Wissa, and now that's why Newcastle were pivoted to Strand Larson. If Newcastle have got another player stolen off of them,
I'm not gonna lie. They should already put the fries in the bag, bro.
They've been working on Wissa for about a month.
Another bit of information from Indy. Alexander Isak has told his close mates that he no longer wants to play for Newcastle. That kind of goes in line with what I saw a bit earlier from, I think it was from Anfield Sector. Someone, where was it? All right, where is it? Here. All right. So yesterday they spoke about PIF and Jamie Rubin going to Isak's yard to try and threaten, man. Yeah. All right. That's what they try to do. I'll read out this. So this is from Luke Edwards.
You know that was uninvited.
Of course, bruv.
That is such a violation, bruv. I'll make you sit in the car, you know. Don't you ever come and knock on my fucking door.
Yeah,
you didn't
for
tell
real.
me you're on your way.
We do business in the office, not in my yard. Let's come to my yard.
I'll make your ass sit in the car.
That's my chill out time.
I'll talk to you through the Ring doorbell.
Yeah.
I'm being serious, bruv. I'll treat you like a flipping delivery guy, bruv.
No, for real. So this is from Luke Edwards. He says Alexander Isak remains adamant, and you know Luke Edwards has been the one that's kind of been like Liverpool are never gonna get in rare. So he said Alexander Isak remains adamant he wants to leave Newcastle despite the intervention of Chairman Yasser, I can't even pronounce that name, who is keen to broker a deal that leads the striker remaining at the club. Oh, to broker that deal. Telegraph understands that Isak has repeated his desire to be allowed to join Liverpool. PIF fund delegation, along with Colonel Jamie Rubin, met with the player at his home on Monday, but there does not seem to have been any progress made in getting the player to return to training. You know, Isak's a bad man for that. You know, they would have said to my man, let's be real. I'm going to keep it 100. They probably said to him, we'll give you 250. The highest earners on 150, we'll give you 250. Give us one more year. He's like, nah, I'm not. That's not changing. Not only that.
Oh, imagine if this was true. Imagine if he opened the door drinking coffee out of an LFC mug.
Was that what we saw Jamie Rubin so vexed? Remember when the camera panned to him and me and you were saying like, bro, he looks like he wants to go absolutely ham, bro.
Imagine if he went to OK Jersey and he bought a Liverpool top and he opened the door and he had a Liverpool top on, bro.
Oh no. Lee Ryder from the
it's a violation, the man that came to his yard, you know. The more I think about it, bro, they came to his yard.
From the Newcastle
This is 2025.
Chronicle.
This is 2025. You don't knock for man anymore. If I haven't had a phone call from you and you're not giving me at least 2 hours grace period, you ain't coming to my fucking house, bro. You ain't coming to my house, bro. Like this ain't the
Do you know
early
what it is?
2000s and the
Yeah,
90s where you knocked on the
yeah,
door.
for real.
Hi, Mister Is thingy allowed out, bro? What we doing here, bro? When was the last time man just came around your yard?
Because it reeks of desperation.
Of course,
that's Isak probably. You know, everyone's got the Adidas sliders drift. Like everybody has them. Do you want to bet he's got Liverpool ones? Can you imagine Isak and his Adidas sliders?
That'll be cold, bro. But do you know, I'm actually just sitting there now, and I'm even thinking, as close as we are, we haven't actually hung out at each other's yard since COVID.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
how
like,
crazy is that,
we've
bro?
met up outside, but not in the yard. But not only that, I haven't. You or I haven't done the whole. If I'm outside your yard, you know.
Yeah, we'll never do that. We'll just turn up at man's yard.
Just turn up at man might not even be there. Man could be anywhere. Just turn up at a man's yard.
Yeah, bro. Just crazy, bro. Crazy. Them man there tried to violate him coming to his yard. I'm not even gonna lie. If anything, that probably would make him feel more ganged up on and more like defensive.
Course.
Do you get what I mean? Like, hold on, you man are rocking up at my yard. And what's that in your pocket, fam? Is that a gap? Because anyhow you pull out a Glock on me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. That would just make me mad anxious, bro. Them man there's we're gonna have to have a talk in the car, bro.
Nah,
and I'm keeping the door open as well. And if you, I'm holding the keys to the car before you try to speed off with me in the whip, bro.
Isak gone missing, don't see him. Liverpool trying to get a deal done. Isak's just nowhere to be found.
Nah, bro, mad too.
Lee Ryder from the Newcastle Chronicle says attempts to get Isak to stay at Newcastle took place at the strikers yesterday, but the Sweet International is sticking to his guns and wants to leave the club. Craig Hope says Isak is not affected by the noise and remains intent on getting his move to Liverpool.
I'm hoping that he watched Rio get that winner yesterday and thought, that's me. I want to be the Liverpool hero.
This is mad.
Can I ask you a question? I'm not even trying to be negative at all here. I'm just
yeah. No, because all cards are on the table, bro. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Are we being stupid or not? Fuck it, do it. It is what it is. We've waited all summer for Isak.
That is too late now.
We're paying all this money. And he's a player that we have to be slightly worried about through injury issues. Like, generally speaking, I do think it's a bit over-exaggerated that he's injury-prone, but we still have to factor in the fact that it has been kind of known of, like, he's not the most robust of players.
That's why we got That's why we got him.
Is it not a bit mad that we're going all out and doing all this and we haven't considered that?
Brother, we got him.
No, I know. I'm just saying, you know.
This is why I say we ain't got to worry. Just quickly update Ben Jacobs. Alexander Isak has no plans to reintegrate or play for Newcastle ever again. Wait, no. Did I say ever? What? No, wait. Alexander Isak has no plans to reintegrate or play for Newcastle. Oh, it is again. Same thing. Raw. Man said again. This has been made clear in meetings for months. Player position may not change at all, but certainly not with the window open. Isak would only consider a softened stance if Liverpool tell him a move is impossible this summer. LFC won't offer anywhere close to 150 if a second bid arrives. Club know they're the only suitors and will stick to their evaluation should a deal present itself this week. But please, just
don't
send
tell
them
me
the money.
That Liverpool are gonna go back in and lowball them again.
Bruv, no. Wait. This 150 that's been made up here, Drift. You know, journalists have said there's never been a 150. It's actually been made up by us, the fans.
No, I get that, but what I mean is, if you've offered 110, 120, and they categorically said no,
the highest we've offered is The highest we've offered is 110. Drift. If we are going to get Isak, we know there's going to be conversations. I reckon we already know what it's going to take.
I think 135. I've always said I think 135 gets him, maybe with some add-ons, but yeah, we've just got to get this over.
We will get it. I'm not even saying we. Hold on.
We just need to get this over and done with now, man. Come on, Liverpool, man. Just get this done now, man. Just want to see Isak in the red shirt, man.
Magpie Media saying Wolves are expected to agree a sale of Strand Larsen's Newcastle for a package of around 60 million. Bro, if Newcastle, all right, let me ask you this then. If Newcastle gets Strand Larson, does that automatically open the door for Isak? Because what PR are trying to do, that's Callum Wilson's replacement. Have you heard it, Drew?
Yeah. Which makes absolutely no sense because Callum Wilson played about 4 minutes of football in the last 2 years. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Anybody can replace. I could have replaced Callum Wilson with all due respect. You know what I mean? Like his talent is undoubted. I think Callum Wilson is a very, very talented striker.
Yeah.
But if you look at the last 4 or 5 years of his career after he got that ACL injury, he was done out, man. Like when did you ever watch Callum Wilson really play more than 3 games in a row or whatever? So that is rubbish if they're trying to say he's Callum's replacement. He's not. The new guy who scored past us yesterday, that's Callum's replacement. Alua or whatever his name is.
What's his name again?
Is it Alua or something like whatever? The guy who scored past us
Osulu?
yesterday.
No.
Osulu,
Osula.
Yeah. Osula will be the one who will be seen because he's young. He will be the one who was seen as the backup.
Yeah.
And he showed yesterday he's got something about him. I don't even think Newcastle should be even that worried if he's the backup. Look, he had predatory instinct. He showed pace, and he scored a goal, bruv, on his home debut, if I'm not mistaken. So he looked all right, bruv. I'm not even gonna lie. If he's the Callum Wilson replacement, I think that's all right. I don't even think that's a bad thing. So Strand Larson will be Isak's replacement. He's just not as good, which is why people are saying, it's not Isak. You're not gonna go and find anybody who's a Isak level quality. Otherwise, Liverpool would have just gone and got him.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Because it would have been easier to get him. If there was someone in the world right now that was as good as Isak, Liverpool would have just gone for that player. Because Newcastle have been playing so hard ball for so long and been getting annoying, we wouldn't have dragged it out like this. We would have just went and got somebody else.
Yeah. Bro, all right, so when's the deadline? Isn't it next Monday? This Monday coming, yeah?
Monday at 6 o'clock, I think. It's not midnight either. It's like the afternoon.
We got this. Do you know what I can see happening? This whole thing is going to go down to the final day, innit? You just know it. It's going to go to the final. Because what's going to happen is Wolves aren't going to like that they've told their fans that they were never going to sell Strand Larson, but I reckon they will. They're going to get 60 and say they want 65. Newcastle going to say, we're not paying that. Wissa's going to push again and say he wants to join Newcastle. But I can just see it like, this is exactly what everybody wants if you're not a Liverpool fan. They want this saga, it's headlines, it's clicks, all these journalists, like, big at the journalists, they're just making their bread in it. But I'm just a bit frustrated now that this should have been done in July. We are now about to enter September. All because Newcastle have decided to half-heartedly look for a striker. And that's been my stance on it. They haven't tried hard enough. Do you want to know why?
They have. They're just rubbish at it, bro.
Have they brought players in?
Because they haven't been able to. Not because they haven't tried, bro.
They brought in Elanga. They brought in Malik Thiaw, the defender. They brought in Calvin Ramsey. They brought in 3 players, if I'm not mistaken, yeah?
Yeah, bro, but when it comes to attackers, they've been trying to chat up every girl at the bar, bro.
Do you know why
they ain't got game, fam?
Do you know why they haven't tried hard enough? They know the price for Vissa. They're saying 35.
They're literally trying to do to Brentford what we're doing. But they said we offered them a club record fee, and they're trying to lowball them. I don't know how you've got the cheek to offer somebody 30 million for a 19-goal.
Oh, not Calvin Ramsey, it's Jacob Ramsey, isn't it? Did I say Calvin Ramsey?
And that's the DJ, isn't it?
Jacob Ramsey, you know the settings, people. Yeah, you know this.
Bro, they've been trying to chat up so many attackers, that it's got to that point where all the women in the nightclub now know who this guy is because he's tried to chat them all up. That was Newcastle, bro. Yeah. Newcastle have been moving different, bro.
You know,
Calvin Ramsey is actually the right.
He's back. The Liverpool right. You're thinking of Calvin Harris.
Calvin Harris, yeah.
Listen, all I know is that Newcastle, even the Strand Larson thing, there was kind of talk a couple of weeks ago. They were putting in these not derisory, but like 40 mil. Like This late in the window, you're never gonna get Strand Larson for 40 mil, even if that's his valuation. It's so late in the window. Wolves now need a replacement.
Yeah, Wolves are going championship.
Wolves are fit. I think they've once that transaction goes through, I feel bad for the fans, but they know what's about to happen. I mean, it's about to happen anyway.
They've got a good manager who might just about keep them up through management, but in terms of playing staff, for them to lose some of their best players and already have been kind of in the mud as it was, like the only reason they didn't get relegated last season was because the bottom three of Man United and Tottenham were worse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that weren't, Tottenham and Man United ain't going to be that bad again this season. So yeah, Wolves are in trouble, man.
They're in serious trouble. All right, so last thing on Isak then, Drift. Do you see this guy into deadline day? Like, or do you think he gets done before then? Because I see deadline day written all over it personally. This is just me.
I would like to think that because Liverpool don't really like doing deadline day, like from my knowledge, I feel like Oxlade-Chamberlain is the only time I can remember us actually doing, because I'm not going to count like Artemelo, that little dead loan move. I'm not counting that. And I'm not going to count when we got Kabak on loan either.
Yeah.
I'm not counting them little dibby loan moves. So in terms of like a significant signing for the club, I don't remember I think Oxlade-Chamberlain was the last time we did a deadline day. I'm trying to think, has there been any other like significant players that we bought on deadline day?
Did we get one of the midfielders in on deadline day? Was it the Klopp when he rechanged the midfield? Was everyone in before the last day?
Maybe Gravenberch. Yeah, Gravenberch.
Might have been Grav.
It might have
it
been
was
that.
people are saying Grav.
Okay, Grav.
Yeah, okay. So it was Grav then. So
in the last 10 years, only 2 players we can think of that were deadline day. So
Andy Carroll, all right. Bro.
Maybe it'll get done just a little bit before. Maybe like by about
Suarez
Friday.
And Carroll. Yeah.
Maybe about Friday or Saturday. Maybe Friday or Saturday, bro. Maybe Friday or Saturday. Maybe not literally on the final day. Maybe like Friday or Saturday. We have like the Friday deal during this summer. Most of our deals have been done on a Friday. Maybe we'll get another Friday deal. If I'm not mistaken, I think every announcement was Friday apart from Ekitike, right?
I want to say
and Verts were all done on a Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Listen, I think we're gonna know by Friday, in my opinion, whether we think this deal's gonna happen or not. If I see things like, in fact, do you know what it is? It just depends on Newcastle, bruv. If Newcastle get in Strand Larson, we have a chance. Even if they only get in Strand Larson, we still have a chance. Because it'll be an untenable situation. Strand Larson theoretically is Isak's replacement. They just never got a replacement for Callum Wilson. Because no one could try and put a wool over my eyes and try to tell me Strand Larson is Callum Wilson's replacement. I'm sorry. You don't pay 60 mil for a Callum Wilson replacement. Even if he didn't play that many games and you wanted him to play more games due to his availability, you have to factor in that Isak was going to be the main guy anyway. So make it make sense.
I'm gonna look at Strand Larson's I'm gonna go look at his goals for last season quickly just to see.
I could tell you how many he got off the top of my head. He got 14. He got 14 in the Prem, which is good.
Yeah, you're right. Fucking hell, and he got 5 assists as well. He had a good bloody season.
This is what I'm saying.
He had a good season, man.
For Wolves. Yeah. I remember. Yeah. They still had remember Cunha was their top goal scorer, so he done well when you consider sometimes you just get the one main man like that limelight. Like Cunha was the main guy, but Strand Larson was doing his thing, bro.
And I'm not gonna lie, at 25, he's coming into his prime. It could be a very good move for Newcastle.
Bro, Strand
Larson's a pretty good striker, to be honest.
He's a target man, and he can move. He can move a little bit. But the good thing is, though, when you've got them flying rapid wingers like Elanga and Gordon, Strand Larson in playing through the middle makes so much sense. They got someone to play off. Do you get what I'm saying? He can hold up the ball. He is quite predatory. Bro, go look at some of his goals, bro.
Even the season before when he was in La Liga, he still got 13 goals, 16 GA. Like,
bro, Strand Larson, good, bro. He's a good striker.
He's actually a decent striker, Strand Larson. He actually is.
Yeah, if I'm Newcastle, I'll go and get him. If you can't get Whistle, go get Sorloth, bro. Atletico, I think they've had an issue with him. Bro, Solo scored like 20 goals last year in all comps, I think it was.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Soloff, he's another one. He's like he's even a slut. He's a target man again. He's another target man type striker. Win balls in the air. He's kind of a battering ram, but he will get you goals, bro. Might not be pretty, but it'll get you goals.
How is his ankle? Because during the Man City game, he injured his ankle, innit?
Who?
Strand Larson.
Did he?
Yeah, he came off with an ankle injury during the Wolves game.
Okay. I think I remember that.
Actually, let me check now what his injury is.
Let me double check Soloff, car. Yeah, because Soloff is 29. He will be the Callum Wilson replacement. This is what I'm saying. Bro, you know Soloff, yeah? Last season, he bagged 20. In fact, I'm going to do La Liga. In his last 3 seasons in La Liga, yeah, Soloff, he got, for Real Sociedad, he got 12 in 34. He moved to Villarreal he only played 1 season for Villarreal. Bruv, he got 23 in 34. Then last season for Atletico, he got 20 in 35.
Shit.
Newcastle, come on, man. If you need help, man's here. Look, go and get Soloff, who's 29. That's Callum Wilson replacement. And go and get
Yeah, but they'd have to pay too much for him to be back up, though.
No, but I think he wants to leave, or there's some bust up, I think, or something like that. I think I read.
I don't know. There's only a week left.
But all I'm saying is, you Strand Larson and Soloff, Newcastle, you got a 25-year-old and you got a 29-year-old. Both are still in their prime. Obviously, Soloff, you're probably only really going to get about 3 years out of him. So maybe you could even do a loan. Do a loan or something. Do you know what I mean with that one? I just thought, this is what I'm saying. They're not trying hard enough, bro. They act like they're trying. They're not trying, bro.
No, but at the same time,
bear this stuff. Bear chit-chat out.
You got to remember, though, at the same time, we're telling them to just go and get any and anyone. Imagine if we were Newcastle fans and it was like, we're just scraping the barrel, bro. Like,
bro, I've done a little breakdown about my man's goals. I'm telling you, Soloff.
I agree with Noor. I think it'll be Wissa and Larson. I think that will be. So.
All right, so say that happens. Does that unlock Isak, or do you still think they're saying?
Yeah. If they get Wissa and Larson, they'll definitely. And I think for PR reasons, they'll have to take the money at that point. I don't know if they can afford to spend over 100 mil without making a sale. I'm not sure, because they bought Ramsey now. Because remember, they were quite close to PSR as it was. Yeah. They could buy a player, but they were quite close. And they bought Ramsey for what, 50 mil? So I don't know if they can go and buy Strand Larson for 60 and Wissa for like 45. That'll be over 100 mil. I think they'd have to sell a player before they could do that. So yeah, that would probably open the way for Isak. Plus, there's 2 good replacements. I'm not gonna lie, if I was a Newcastle fan, I would actually be like, you know what? Once the dust settles, Larson and Wissa is actually better than only Isak. Because Callum Wilson don't count. The boy never played.
Yeah, no, I hear it,
bro.
Not only that, you could play them together if you want to. Like, now you can do your 4-4-2.
Better off.
Now you can do your 4-4-2. Yeah, just with them, man. Now, if they want to do 4-4, rock up 4-4-2. But that'll be sick, though. Strand Larson and Wissa as a combination, fam.
Bruv, Wissa could actually bang for Newcastle, you know.
Of course, bruv.
Because we're talking about a player who looked that good at Brentford. So if you up the people around him, like the level of the players around him, Wissa could go on to be one of the best strikers in the Premier League. You never know. Like, he's got the talent. Like, Wissa, I know he's 28, 29, so he's at the wrong end of his career in that regard. But he is an actual good player. You know what I mean? So you get him around better talent, and you might unlock. If he can get 19 goals at Brentford, then he might be able to get 25 goals at Newcastle. That's all I'm saying, bro. You know?
Nah,
so,
facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
Wissa got this. I'm saying Wissa got 19, and remember, it's not even like it was just them playing for him. Did Mbeumo get 20?
He definitely got double figures.
Or 19.
Yeah, Wissa.
That man, how big up Monts, like Monts said, that was a Hobbs and Shaw link up, bro. Them man were going crazy. I can't lie.
Yeah. They were a duo. They were a partnership.
Yeah. All right, let's move on from that before we get onto the supers and head out of it. Like, the last thing, like, we're gonna speak about Drift, yeah. In fact, I'll bring it onto the screen actually. Mark Guehi. Now, Fabrizio has said The first bit is a little concerning. See if I can zoom in a bit. Hold on. If you guys can read that. Despite reports on Man City and more clubs, Mark Guehi's situation has not changed. Liverpool is his favourite destination. Guehi wants Liverpool. Talks still ongoing for a deal to happen before the end of the window, if not possible with Palace. Liverpool will be on it in 2026. Bro, are you worried about this deal? And are you worried about, even though we are the favourites, that doesn't mean anything in football. Look at Eze, for example. Look at like I'm not saying Eze was Spurs is preferred, but you think you're going somewhere, and then before you know it, you're going somewhere else. So what are you saying about this, fam?
First of all, big up Gossiper. Come on, guys. 266 likes, and we've got 1,300 of you in here. Come on, guys.
There's
Smash
878 people on YouTube. Let's get this up to 800.
Come on, guys. Smash that like.
There's nearly 400 people on X as well.
Big up
the people them that's watching on Twitch as well. Big you up as well. Come on, chat. What are we doing there? Come on.
Right. Back to bro. I'm worried about this Guehi stuff from our point of view. I ain't worried about him, and I ain't worried about Palace. You offer the right amount, and Palace will say yes, bro. We're trying to lowball them. I'm worried about us.
You think we're trying to lowball them, or do they have an unrealistic valuation of a player who's got a year left?
They said they want 50 mil for a player who, if he wasn't in the last year of his contract, would be an 80, 90 mil defender. Let's be real. They want 50. All right, maybe they're going, give them 42, 43. Bro, we've only offered 30. Like, come on, bro. You're taking a piss. 30 mil. I know he's got 1 year left in his deal.
You paid 50 for Guehi.
I'll pay 50 in a heartbeat, bro. He's 25 years old. He's captain. Yeah. He's the England's best centre-back. He's got a good 5 to 7 years minimum.
But it's the contract. No. So,
bro, I don't care, man. I'm paying 50, bro. If it needs to be 50, I'm paying the 50, bro. Whatever it takes to get this done, I'm paying it, bro.
But I think that's more to do with the way how you're feeling or talking, shall I say. It seems like you don't really care about the fee. And I think that's the difference. So if you don't care about a fee, obviously, you'll just pay whatever. Yeah, this is what I mean. I want the player as well. But I do think we shouldn't be bent over a barrel, bro, via Palace, who they know. Remember, Liverpool are not stupid. They know Palace have already come out and said we can't really afford to keep players and let them leave for free. Liverpool are playing this one smartly, in my opinion, bro. There's no way we're paying 50 million for a player with a year left. No chance.
What I'm saying is, when Liverpool are doing negotiations, Liverpool make sure that everybody overpays for what we want. So it's a little hypocritical. Even as great businessmen work, I get that. But it's very hypocritical to them when you're going to other clubs who are desperate in terms of like, they're not like Liverpool who like, if we miss a target, we can still go and acquire another one because we're at the top of the food chain. Crystal Palace are thinking, what the hell are we going to get a talent like Mark Guehi again? So like, if they're trying to get a little bit more for the player, come on, man. Like, we're taking liberties, in my opinion. Liverpool,
it's just business.
Yeah, but at this point, I actually think it's just as important we get him as it is Crystal Palace get money for him.
Okay.
Who's the pivot? Who do we go to if we don't get Guehi?
If we get Guehi in for 40, if we get Guehi in for 40 with 5 minute hands, will you understand? Even though it's only a 5-minute evaluation, do you understand? Like, bro, one thing we don't want to do is just over, because what will then happen is you set a precedent for other deals. Hence why there was reports coming out that Liverpool were never going to pay 150. Because if you pay 150 now, bro, you know the next time we want to buy a superstar, bro, it'll be 200 mil. I ain't even joking, bro. People would just say they've clearly got so much money.
I think that I definitely think that's a bit of a misconception as well, bro, because football's getting out of control anyway, so it won't have anything to do with how much Liverpool spend. And if you think about it, everybody's known that Liverpool have got money this summer.
Right.
But it hasn't really meant that we can't buy players.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, everyone knows we've got money, but it isn't like everyone's being like giving us dumb price tags. I mean, football's just stupid anyway, like I said. But like, I don't know if I would go and say, oh, we saw you paid 150 for Isak, so now we want 200. Like, I don't think football's...
not as clear as that. But one thing will happen, though, is when teams know you have money, this is a general thing anyway, they're going to try and extract as much as they can.
I think they do anyway, though.
There's a reason why Wirtz was the second deal we done. Wirtz was never going to be the third or fourth deal. Because if we're being honest, some people felt we had to pay too much for Ekatike. 69 million down payment. And then obviously I think the 10 million add-on. So overall,
that wasn't too much. Go if you look at how much Sesko and all them, man.
Bro, no, bro. There was a crash out from a lot of people saying 69 million for Ekatike. But I'm telling you, there's a reason why we done the Wirtz deal second. Because if it was the other way round, that Wirtz deal, in my opinion, we might have had to give them the whole asking price. Remember, they wanted 150 million euros. They wanted. It was smart business from Liverpool. We know what we're doing. I'm not panicking right now until I actually see it. But I'm not panicking. I think we get this deal done, Drip. There's no way we just
I'm still confident. I'm still confident.
Yeah.
But it's the club I'm worried about, not the Crystal Palace end. I think on the Crystal Palace end, Guehi wants Liverpool. If we give the right price, Crystal Palace will say yes. It's just on us. So we've just got to stop being cheap and just fucking pay the money, man. Give them 43 mil or 44 mil or, you know what I mean? Like, give them as close to 50 as possible, man, and just get it done.
I don't think it, again, I don't, bruv, do you bet we're getting for about 40 or 45. We're not paying 50, bruv.
Well, so be it. And you know what? We've actually played a very risky game because he's playing. What if he gets injured?
Yeah. I know.
Do you get what I mean? Like, he's actually been playing this whole time. It ain't like been Isak where he's just been chilling. He's been playing. He might have got injured. We played a very weird game. I don't think it was a smart game, bro. I don't think it was a smart game. And now if City have actually entered the race, which the reports were from yesterday or the day before yesterday, that City are now getting involved.
Does he turn, in your opinion, even, let's just say, in the end, we both agree a fee. It's just that City agreed the fee first, and then we're like, all right, flip it off. They're going to pay it. What do you think he's like, no, you took too long, and does what Thingy done, Lavia done, where Lavia chose Chelsea, even though we agreed a fee in the end?
You never know in this day.
What's your feeling with Guehi? Do you think he's kind of like Caicedo? A bit like
I
that.
Think no. Because we've been talking to him for so long.
Yeah.
And we've always had positive feedback from his camp. I think he sees Liverpool as like the pinnacle. 100%. And whether it be taking Ibu's place or in a 1 or 2 years' time when Virgil goes, he becomes captain of Liverpool at like 27. I think he's probably looking at the Liverpool project as more of it suits me than Man City. We've got to remember, Man City, they're very unsure future, man. We don't know if Pep's going to see out them 2 years. Like, a lot of the players in their squad don't seem like they've like quite been able to replace the players who have gone. So they may be doing a lot of shuffling and a lot more in and out transfers in the next couple of seasons. Man City are obviously still a top team, but they don't look quite settled in comparison to Liverpool. So I would hope that he would be sensible and think Liverpool's the more stable project at the moment.
It's interesting because if City are involved, because again, there's rumors of obviously the City stuff, and then there's rumors of that Akanji, who was supposed to be potentially going to Galatasaray, now could be going to Palace. I think I read yesterday. So Akanji could be the.
Hold on, your boy's leaving. I thought he was their best centre back.
I think he is, but what do I know? What do I know? So Akanji could potentially be going to Palace, but that's a rumor to be on loan. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I don't know because with City's I don't know what's going to City because you're all right. Here's another thing. Obviously, I see the little slide thing of Akanji, right? About whether like where's he gonna go? But even Savinho, I still think he's one of City's best wingers. But apparently he wants to go, and Man City are blocking the move. I don't know what Akanji's going on there. I don't know what's going on in City. That's me being real. I don't know, bro.
Yeah. But Savinho wants to get out to play week in, week out. But I think he should stay there.
Yeah,
I get why Man City are not blocking the move because he's a super talented player, and they're gonna look back in 2 or 3 years' time and be like, we shouldn't have got rid of him. So I understand why they're keeping him. So yeah, but obviously from Tottenham's point of view, Tottenham will be hoping that maybe in this last week, Savinho can maybe force them into letting him go because, you know, Tottenham need a winger and a number 10.
I'll be so honest. You know, Arsenal hijacking Spurs for Eze. It's pissed me off more because obviously it makes them more dangerous and it adds like
Yeah.
creativity, fluidity to what they have. And if a player's missing or they've got more options. But if you're a Spurs fan, the prospect at one point of getting Eze and Savino, you're thinking that's top 4. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. If Spurs, in my opinion, would have got Savinho and Eze,
Do you want to know something?
they would have been that team that you just don't want to play against because even though you may think they're a bit Spursy at times when they can concede late goals, going forward, they're an absolute headache. But now,
Bro, I reckon Tottenham would have been in a title race till about February if they'd done that.
What you think so with Savino and Eze?
It would have been like what happened to Chelsea last season where they were in it at the beginning. They fell off, but like in the beginning, Thomas Frank, Kudos, Savinho, and Eze, adding to the fact that they have good players already, bro. They would have been there, but they would have been a top 4, easy top 4. Like I would have actually said guaranteed. I think Tottenham finished top 4 if they'd have done that. Because remember, they brought Paulinho in as well, who's a very underrated DM.
Yeah.
And on top of that, their defensive structure is actually just like
Romero
Thomas Frank is just actually like they've always had good defenders. Udogi, what's his name? The other wing back, fullback,
Pedro Porro.
No, I forgot Porro. No, Jess Spence.
Oh, Jess Spence, yeah.
You
see Porro,
Romero.
Defensively, Porro can be a bit questionable. You see attacking though. Porro's deliveries are disgusting.
But that's why I said that I'd replace Porro with I'd replace Trent with Porro because I think it would be the one who would be like similar in terms of.
Do you know, I didn't see it at the time, but now I see it now. I'm like, I hear it.
Yeah,
because even though defensively, you can get at him. He's not rubbish, but like you can get at him at times. Yeah, I think like the really pacey, tricky wingers. But you see, going forward, bro, some of the football that he was playing, Gaff, I was like, he's a cheat code.
Pedro Porro's a good player, bro. I told you, bro.
But I don't know.
He would have been was making all them Tottenham players look shit, bro. It was Postecoglou, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say. Bro. I'm sticking to my argument. I still think the Spurs centre back. I think they're good. I just don't think they're anything like exceptional. I think they're just good centre backs. They're good, innit? To be fair, their back lines.
Van and Romero in a proper system are good centre backs, bro.
Yeah, I think they're good centre backs. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're exceptional or levels or whatever.
I would have definitely put if they'd have got Eze and Savino on top of Kudos and Paulinho plus Thomas Frank. I would have said absolute guaranteed top 4 for Tottenham. I would have.
Yeah, they definitely can't get Eze now. It's time for Spurs. Regarding the Savino thing, they might have a chance, but if they get Savino through the door, it gives them a bit of hope because then you can still do the Brennan Johnson on the right. You can play Kudus in the 10, playing off the striker, which is what he likes to do anyway. And then you've got Savino on the left. I think Spurs would still be a problem. So, yeah, we have to wait and see what they do.
You know who they did go for? I don't know if you even know who the player is because I didn't know who he was until Jamie let me know when I was doing
Nico Paz?
Yeah, Nico. I don't know if you know about Nico Paz, but Nico Paz, they got a 60 mil bid rejected, didn't it?
Rejected because he wants.
Apparently, the reason it was rejected is because Real Madrid are going to actually take up their buyback option on him.
Yep.
But he would have, from what I've seen of him after Jamie showed me him, he would have been a good buy for Tottenham if they'd have been able.
I have to big up Tom Little on that one. Tom Little was the first one to kind of talk about Nico Paz. Still,
and do you think him going back to Real Madrid is an absolute Rodrigo's leaving? Because where's there space for Paz in the squad if Rodrigo's staying?
No. So what's happened was, apparently and reportedly, Nico Paz didn't want to go to Spurs because he doesn't want to scupper his move of going back to Real Madrid. So he just wants to stay where he is.
Oh, so he won't move this window.
He will not move this summer. What was going to happen was if Spurs tried again, and who's he played for now? Nico Paz, what's his club's name?
Como.
Yeah, Como. If Como would have accepted, Real Madrid would have matched that deal just to make sure that Spurs don't. Okay. Yeah, it's all stemming from basically Paz don't want to leave Como, innit? He don't want to leave. He wants to go back to Real.
But that would have been a great buy for Tottenham, though.
It would have been a good buy for them. He would have been a good buy. Rodrigo, again, like I'm seeing reports in Spain saying that he's staying Saga's over. And I'm like, brother just wants to be a cheerleader at this point. He got taken off after 60 minutes, started moaning, and you want to stay there. Why? To do what? I can't lie. I used to cuss Harry Kane for this, and then he finally done it. Do you remember when I used to say I can't really rate them type of players there that know that, like, I mean, different for Kane actually, because Kane was more about winning. This is about playing football. You're not first choice. You're not going to play. You feel like you're talented, but you're just going to stay where you are. You got no ambition.
But you know why though, bro? Because
he's got no ambition.
He's only 23, right, Rodrigo? He's young still, right?
About 24, I think. 24.
Now. And unless he goes to, I mean, actually, no, straight out, even if he came to Liverpool, everywhere's a step down after Real Madrid. So if you play for Real Madrid at that age, your paranoia of leaving is that you'll never reach that pinnacle again.
I hear that.
Do you get what I mean? I think that is probably.
No, but he should have fit like that though. If you've got that, like I'm trying to. While you're talking,
there's no one above Real Madrid in terms of that, right? So if you're at Real Madrid, you're at the top.
No,
everywhere else for you will kind of feel like you've stepped down. And again, if you go to a Liverpool or you go to a Bayern Munich or something, then maybe it doesn't really feel like a step down, but it still is. So
I hear that. I don't know, man. I'm trying to find where's the team?
And again, we're talking about overall. Like, I get Real Madrid ain't great at the moment. We're just talking about like in general.
Club area, Real Madrid. I'm just trying to forget now. Yeah, obviously, like these are not necessarily going to be the most. It's the most accurate that I guess we can find. In this Kopology, in it. So I just use Kopology as an example. I'm trying to find Rodrigo. So Rodrigo, if you guys can see the screen. So Rodrigo is on apparently he's on 240 grand euros, 40,000 euros a week. That's what he's on. Now I could convert that.
He wants £300.
Let me do pounds. Well, look, I could convert it to pounds. So this is what he's on now in pounds. He's on 200 grand a week, basically 207 grand a week.
So he wants a third increase on his wages, basically. Like, because he wants 300 now, isn't it?
I mean, brother, you're getting paid too. It's not like. Bro,
I'm not gonna lie. Militao's getting paid way too much money for not playing. That's crazy.
But this was before the injuries, though, innit? Look, he signed in January.
Look, bro, he signed that contract after that.
No, they done that to respect him still, but for that they went a bit too.
That was after the first ACL, bro. So he had
but
ACL and they still gave him a pay.
But then they didn't know he was gonna have another one.
Yeah, of course not. But yeah, I'm just saying.
No, but fam, look at Alaba though. And I feel sorry for Alaba, bro.
He was a free signing though, didn't it? That's why. Remember, they got him for free.
Well,
but
so was a certain someone else. Look at it. Look at that.
Fucking hell, look at the pay increase he got. Jeez. He got 100 grand more.
Yeah, basically got 100 grand more. Because he was on 180 at Liverpool.
He was on 180 at Liverpool and now he's on 280 at Real Madrid. Fucking hell.
I'm not going to lie though. When you deep it, how the hell did Jude Bellingham get that much amount of money compared to Trent? When you actually deep it, bro, Bellingham at Dortmund didn't do nothing like what Trent done for Liverpool.
Yeah, but you know why? Because everyone was sucking Bellingham off, man.
But Bellingham on 3-4-5 is insane to me. He's on the same as Vinicius, bro.
But of course, Bellingham's a good player, but I'm sorry, man. I still stick by what I said before. I wouldn't swap.
No, look how they buoyed Højsen. Bro,
they haven't buoyed him, bro. He's 19 and he's getting 100.
No. In comparison to the other, you know, obviously, you see Højsen. You know, I'm a Højsen fan. Yeah. No. Højsen, what he was getting Bournemouth, he's probably getting about 30 grand a week. I'm just talking about when you consider how important he's going to be. Bro, Højsen's playing all of their games. He's going to be the most important centre back.
Yeah. No, what I think
Alonso
is
wants to play.
insanity. No, what is insanity is that they gave their fucking academy
God,
defender Asensio 100 grand a week.
Yeah, you're right. Still,
an academy player getting 100 grand a week.
I'm not gonna lie. they gave Hendrick 68 grand a week. My man's just got married as well, you know.
He's only 17, Hendrick, right?
Yeah, but bro, and Looning's getting more. And Arda Güler.
Imagine being 17 years old and getting 70 grand a week, bro.
I know that is mad though.
17 and getting that is.
This is their new
mad.
left back, by the way. Alvaro Carasas, I think I pronounce it. That's their new left back.
That's the new left back, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Schumanni's on 200 grand. Rodrigo 200 grand. Rudiger's on 240. Militao's on 240. Courtois 248. Bro, Valverde, it's the Bellingham one. Bro, it just looks so out of place. How come Valverde be getting less than Jude? That's just PR to the.
Yeah. Come on, man. Of course it is, bro.
Someone said they wanted me to check something. Who was it wanted me to check, chat? Was it quickly? Oh, was it the Newcastle just quickly before we read the supers and head out?
Big up Noor, though. McConnell's just gone on loan to.
Oh, has he?
And that's a big move, you know.
McConnell's
gone Ajax on loan. Hey, big up McConnell, man.
Big up McConnell for real.
Hey, that's my guy, you know. McConnell, I told you McConnell's good, bro. A team as good as Ajax won him.
Oh, yeah. Now I see why. Now I see why Isak will never forgive them. I hear it. I need people to understand something. Can you see this drift? I'll bring up.
Wow, I didn't realize that Bruno Guimaraes was getting more than Isak. I thought Isak was their top earner.
Brother, Anthony Gordon's getting paid more than Isak.
Yeah,
so is Joe Linton. He is on the same wage as 55-year-old Kieran Trippier.
But he only just about makes more money than Matt Target.
Bro,
that's crazy.
Newcastle's wages are just, you know what? Do Newcastle need someone to like look at the books because this needs sorting?
Remember, they don't have a lot of money, man. Like, just because they're owners of the wealthiest, in terms of PSR, the way their wage structure is, they can't afford to offer people more.
Nah, this needs sorting.
No, Jacob Murphy's only on 30 grand a week.
Bruv, you're telling me the books don't need sorting?
Wow, Jacob Murphy only makes 35 grand.
Jacob Murphy is on less than Emil Kraft.
That's insane,
bro. Listen, Newcastle. Any Newcastle fans watching that's got links to the club. If someone want me to cook out the books,
shout out Joe Willett.
Fix the books. Sorry,
Joe Willett managed to get an 80 grand a week move. You know, big up Joe Willett,
bro.
Man.
Bro, this don't make no sense.
You know what?
How could Joe Linton?
Newcastle's team is better than we've kind of been giving it credit for, though. You know, like when you actually look at the team, they've actually got a good team. Isak's the crown in the jewel, but they do have a good team. I think if they get Wisser and Larson, they'll actually be fine.
They will be fine. And I don't think he's factored in Jacob Ramsey, if I got the name right this time. I don't think he's on there because I think he's I don't think they've added him here. Oh, look, they haven't been disclosed yet. You got Malik Tiao. Anthony Elanga as well. So these are, I reckon, within the next month, these will be on here as well.
Yeah.
But bro, no wonder Isak said, "Forget about it. I'm never playing for you again." He probably looking at this every day. Man's got Kopology as his screensaver on his background on his iPhone, and just gets a reminder every day.
They were supposed to give him a good deal, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they effed up, bruv. You can't give us a strike of that caliber 120 grand a week. And then you've got Bruno Guimaraes, Anthony Gordon, Joe Linton, and Kip. Like, bro, the disrespect. Bruh. But yeah, I don't know. That's a Newcastle problem. That's not an our problem, is it? So it is what it is. So all right, let's read out the supers before we head out a bit, people. Big up selection. Conceding 2 against 9 outfield isn't good, but I'm more focused on the fact that we was unable to execute our build-up and progress upfield and arrive in the final third comfortable when we had the spare man. Yeah, I know. There was a bit.
Have you not heard what Slot said, though? Slot was like, "Oh, you lot thought that was a football match. That wasn't a football match." And then during the interview,
I did hear that bit.
He explained he couldn't implement tactics because the way Newcastle were playing, it wasn't a tactical game. It just had to end up being a battle royale, basically. And we watched the game. We know that is how the game was.
Yeah, they made
and
the game.
I said that to you yesterday in the post match. That was why I still gave Slot a high rating, because I don't blame him for why the game ended up the way it was. It was Newcastle being crazy. That game was all over the place, bro. And they wanted it to be that way because that was the only way they could get something out of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
No, I hear that. Where is it? Big up selection though each and every time. Big up Clark Kent. I'm stuck at home with nothing to do, so you're officially my entertainment committee. Had an operation last Monday for a ruptured quad tendon. Oof, flipping on, broski. Listen, speedy recovery to you, my bro. So bless up on that. Yeah, I'm glad that we was available at the time to, you know what I mean, so you could just tune in.
Clark, how the hell did you rupture your quad, bro? If you don't
I feel like that must be football. That's sports related, shall I say? Sports.
Because I'm not gonna lie, your quad muscle is probably the least likely muscle to get injured, isn't it? You know, like when you think about injuries you've had in your life, your quad muscle is the least likely to get injured. Well, from my experience, anyway. So yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, that is mad still. Right, I'm just seeing the Liverpool salaries.
Football gossip, man.
What is he said? A mad thing. I'm never going to read what he said. I'm reading the supers. Bigger Ali, the six attack is Salah, Chiesa, Isak, Ekitike, Gakpo, Rio. That's what it will be if we get Isak over the line, Ali. So big up your damn self each and every time, my bro. Big up Ty. It's general wear and tear on the body. Pro football is punishing on the body. By the time Jar finished, his groin was hanging off a piece of string. No, it's so true, bro. It's so true. That's why you have to be careful. Like, it is wear and tear football. Big up West Coast FC LA. When I started supporting LFC, I thought I was signing up for football. Turns out I actually signed up for cardiac stress tests every week. No, it's mad. Yesterday's game was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yesterday's game, I was probably one of the most nervous I've been in a while in a football match. I can't lie. Just bare stress, anxiety, everything. Big up BC. If, as reports are to be true, then Isak's gentleman's agreement was broken. How's he gonna trust any other promise or agreement? Maybe he just wants out. Yeah, facts, bro. But I'm not gonna lie, pulling up to a man's yard is desperation in this circumstance. If there was no broken promise, they wouldn't be trying to heal this relationship. They'll just be like, get back to work because you know the truth. Now just play or whatever. They know what they done. You
can't go to, it's 2025. You just can't turn up at man's house, man.
Yeah, you can't, bro. Like, it's crazy. Ty says, how is 110 mil a low ball? We've lost all perspective. Nah, it's true, bro. It's so true. That's still a record-breaking fee.
Because they're you know what it is? It literally is just one reason. Newcastle believe they should be sitting at the big table, and they cannot believe Isak's even wanting to go. And they know that this is their realization that they're not who they thought they were.
Facts. Isak could have gone like a bad man. Watch. When the window closes, bun Isak. We got Palindrome.
Yeah, I think, Palindrome, yeah.
Yeah, Palindrome baller, 22 Ekitike. Anyway, you want it, it's the same thing.
Bun Isak, you know, that's interesting.
Isak,
but you don't want Isak like anymore, right now.
Man, you know. Watch when the window.
I'm not gonna lie, we've definitely got Isak and baby Isak.
Bruv.
Do you know what's crazy, Matt? This is how you know that sometimes people just have to listen when we're trying to. I mean, maybe I'm being shady. Cal should have listened because he was the one who disagreed with us. Thierry Henry said he's baby Isak yesterday on Monday Night Football. So we've been trying to tell people that Isak is baby.
It's like they're not the same. Big up Cal. Big up Cal is enjoying his time off. You get me? I'm not going to say what he's doing, but he's taking a bit of time out. You know what I'm saying? It's his personal life. So big up Cal each and every time. Cal will be back later on this week. You get me? Let him chill out for a little piece. But he just said, bun Newcastle as well. For any Newcastle fans that's in the chat, he did say, I would say something else, but it's only for 4:30. So, but yeah, big up Ty. None told Slot that Ramsey's still in the basement. Yeah, he is. I don't know what's happened to him, bro. Big up Geeky Love 360. Big up Kopish. So Jones' poor game wasn't the great whole game as others, but the 20 minutes of pass and move from him in the 25th minute put us firmly in control. 9 out of 9, Jules 1, third man assist. I know what you're doing, and I appreciate it, bro, because you're bringing segments from that game, but in its totality, I did feel like Jones could have done a lot more. And there were times when there was definitely a moment when Jones could have played in Ekatike, and he just said, "No, I'm not going to do that." I didn't understand it, but that's Curtis Jones for you, so I don't know. But I hear what you're saying, though. And big up for
hold on. Do you know what's crazy? Yeah, big up that super chat. Look at those stats.
But we saw the game. Don't give me stats, bro. When I see the game with my eyes.
What I'm saying is,
I'm gonna do something.
He was frustrated us. We watched the game, but it does prove that he didn't have as bad. Because remember, people kind of had a go at us for giving him. I think we gave him 5.5 or 6 in the player ratings, and everyone was like, "Nah, it's way too high for Jones. It's way too high." But when you actually look at what you know what I mean, he wasn't as bad as people were saying.
Can anyone remember the minute of the counter attack? I want to show people what happened on that counter attack, and people will understand.
In that one instance.
No,
yes,
I think people have forgotten what happened.
No, but bro, you can't give a man's whole.
But there's other parts of the game though. Like, bro, we watched the. Me and you both saw the game. What is Curtis doing? Many a times.
But he
had no control over the game.
Giving him credit for people were saying he was a 2 and a 3. I'm just saying.
So what did he see? Because he won all his duels and completed 100% of his dribbles and a pass. But I can't get caught up in the Jones. What it is, Drift. It wasn't tragic. He just wasn't great. He was a bit poor.
No, it wasn't poor. He just wasn't great. He wasn't poor though.
You don't think poor. Drift? Did you feel like at any given moment?
Frustrating and poor are totally different things.
I felt like Gravenberch was the only midfielder that was ever present, battling away. Even though those stats will tell you, because it doesn't tell you where Jones made those tackles. This is why stats, sometimes you just got to...
No, you can't always go with stats. I get that, 100%. It's always been 50-50. But if your stats are good, then it's still got to add to the conversation, though, hasn't it? Do you know what I mean?
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I understand that. But big up Geeky Loves 360. Big up Ali. Matt, he will be unveiled versus Arsenal. Who? Isak?
We played him on Sunday, which is the day before deadline.
No way. He gets unveiled. No way. I don't see it. I don't believe it personally. Big up Noor. But if that happens though, Ali, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be cold. Big up Noor. Glasgow wants him champion qualifier. Can't register centre back. Combination centre back. That's for Guehi, innit? I don't think Guehi can be cup tied though. Champions League tied. I don't think in this new system, this new format. I don't think.
No, you can't. No.
But Glasner did say he needs him to play. Rio holds both Nigerian and French nationalities. Oh, does he? Interesting. I wonder who he picks.
Yeah, his parents are from Nigeria and was it? Where was he up? It was quite a unique place actually in terms of like it's not somewhere we normally speak about. Hold on.
Can he also play for England as well, my guy? Mad.
Yeah. You must be able to.
Yeah, so he can play for England, Nigeria, or France.
Yeah. I'm trying because I had curiosity the other day. I actually just looked at like who he is eligible for, and I'm sure it's two places in Africa. It's Nigeria and one other place. I can't remember where the other place is. But yeah, he qualifies for 2 places in Africa, and I didn't know about the French part, and then England, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Let me get back to what's up there. Big up Clark again. Was in Jamaica. What? Was in Jamaica and slipped on a wet floor. Hold on.
That's
what?
Mad. I'm not gonna lie. To need surgery on your quad from just slipping over is actually mad.
I just
Yeah,
realized,
this
bro.
is it. Big up Gossiper. This is it.
Brother, I'm sorry I even kind of laughed at that.
Guadalupian. Yeah, do you know what? I was trying to remember.
That's so innocuous.
Was it somewhere in Africa? I was trying to remember. Yeah, he's
Flipping
right.
out, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, that is in it.
Is it?
That is mad to fall over and actually. Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is.
Oh, you lot are going mad in the chat.
It is. It's a Caribbean island that's French. Yeah. So yeah, so he would qualify for.
Okay.
Yeah, it's near Dominica.
Yeah, Guadeloupe, innit? Big up Clark though. Boy, bro, that's a mad thing still. I can't lie. Big up Jacques. Slot tactics need to be questioned, and I'd take me a Bruno Gomes at Liverpool any day. He's such a complete midfielder. I've said Bruno Gomes is cold from time. I mean, I think everyone thinks he's cold, to be honest.
He's Newcastle through and through, though, man.
Yeah, and I'm not going for another saga of Newcastle, so they can keep him. I'll be real.
Yeah,
I'm not going through that with them ever again. I don't want another player for Newcastle after Isak. Salah's hairline. Me too dislocated patella with quad tear watching Kopish. Hold on, what?
Hold on.
You dislocated what? Hold on.
How can you dislocate your patella? Obviously, you can have a quad tear, but how?
Hold on, dislocated patella.
How can you dislocate your?
Hold on. Wait, what? Hold on.
Actually, no, the patella. Yeah, the patella is in your knee, isn't it? Is it in your knee? Yeah, you can actually. So what did you do? Jump up celebrating, bro?
But
I'm not gonna lie, it's easy. That's wild again. Some people in the comments are just mad.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. Oh, patella kneecap. It's the. I just thought about it.
Yeah, I
remember
thinking,
patella knee. But even still, so you dislocated your knee with a quad tear.
He slipped while jogging on grass.
No, I feel no. Do you know what it is? I don't even want to do too much. I feel like he's joking, you know. Man said watching Kopish though, or is he saying that's me right now while I'm watching Kopish, or is he
because in the chat he said he was running on grass. And
twisted my knee, hyperextended. Look,
shit.
Some of you lot need to be careful, man.
That's nuts.
Raw.
Yeah, you can. I heard if you dislocate your kneecap, it just falls down your leg.
Kyrie Irving had a dislocated kneecap years ago when he was at Cleveland. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's dark. It's dark.
The thought of that. If you snap your Achilles, it rolls all the way up to your knee.
Yeah, I've had an Achilles strain, and I literally felt like I wanted my foot just off my body. That when I thought my Achilles was gonna go, that pain there, you can't. There's nothing you can do, bro.
I can only imagine how bad.
Nah, the pain is so bad that you like. I remember, it's like what you had. I had like an Achilles strain, like a strain, innit, bro? A strain was enough.
Man, Husky didn't have to. Man, actually, it looks like a shin pad in a sock.
Yes, that's mad still.
A dislocated kneecap must be fucking nuts, bro.
Oh, big up. Yeah, I read that one already. Big up, Andil. This is Salah every week, and we don't say nothing. Well, it's only been 2 weeks, bro. Two games. Big up, Matt Bicazette. Is Canales head in Spain? This has been going on. It's easy to make that narrative in it, I guess. It might be, no one knows. But that contract situation needs to be sorted. I will say that. We just got to hope that we don't see that performance ever again. I'll be real with you. Like, I hope we never see that performance again from Kanate. I mean, we've seen it once the week before and then seen it again. You're like, nah, bro. Like, third time, nah, this ain't happening.
Yeah.
So
I get well, you lot, man. There's a lot of injured people in the chat. Like, so get well, man. Get well. Hope everyone's good. Stay safe, man. Like Matt said, stay safe. You know what? Nothing is more frightening when you start getting older than falling over. It's the craziest thing in the world, bro. You start once you get over 30, falling over is not the same.
What's this?
When was the last time you fell over, Matt? Have you actually recently fallen over?
No, not recent. It would have been if we're talking falling over, it would have been during the pandemic when I twisted my ankle.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the last time I actually fell over.
You know when you well, as an adult, you have a much more of a bro, I'm on the floor.
Yeah, bro.
Like when you're a kid, it's so normal. You know what I mean?
It shouldn't be happening, bro.
Bro, I'm actually on the floor. This is nuts.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually on the. Your story about twisting your ankle scared the life out of me as well. I don't even want to remember that conversation.
It's peak, bro. It is so peak. What's it? Someone said check Fab. I don't think Fab. What's Fab said? Let me check now.
The Ornstein thing that everybody was talking about earlier was about McConnell and
yes.
There's a guy called Guehi, I think is how you pronounce it, who's just signed for Wolves from Girona.
Okay. Oh, the Wolves one.
Because people were saying check out what Ornstein was saying, but it wasn't anything Liverpool related apart from McConnell.
Hold on. Wolves are closing doors on He Chan Huang exit for the final days after 2 approaches made from Premier League club. Wolves see Huang as part of the project and despite proposals, no intention to sell. But that's but what he's saying, but they can let Strand Larsen go. I don't know, man. Strand Larsen, yeah. All right then. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. I think they get Strand Larsen. Maybe they get Strand Larsen, and maybe they get Wissa. If they get them 2 strikers, we get Isak. I think it's safe to say, innit, Drift?
Yeah.
I think if that happens, I think that we're good in it. We are good. So,
while I was on Twitter, just saw it says woman in Italy grabs a pickpocketer by the ponytail and refuses to let her go until she gives her back her passport. And there's actually a video and
I've seen it. I've seen it, bro.
Ripping up the back of this girl's head, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually mad. But she tried. You can't take my passport.
Nah, if you take my passport, I'm doing more than just grips the back of your head, blood. I'm thumping you in your face, blood. You know how messed up it is to take a foreigner's passport?
100%, bro. Because you're
whole world, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You screw up their whole world doing that, bro. Like, are you mad? Yep. Nah, bro. That's insane work.
No, it is. Right. People, we're gonna end it here. Hope you've enjoyed this show. We'll be back we'll be back when there's breaking news. Also keep an eye out for the rest of the week. We've got a few things planned, I think, as well. So just stay tuned for that. Obviously, you got Sam and Tom there. They'll be joining us on Friday alongside, I believe, James Redman. And we should have something else as well before then as well. If not, what else is there? Obviously, you got morning show tomorrow as well. There'll be content, but obviously there'll be even more content once we sign certain players, right? I guess so. We'll have to wait and see.
Hopefully.
Monday is coming. Monday's around the corner. It's coming around the corner very, very quickly. So, yeah.
Did you see this, bro? Quickly before we go, did you see Rampage's son beat?
I don't want to talk about
real.
No, it was real, bro. Do you know? Have you seen the? So basically, what happened was about.
Did he let him body slam him if it was
no. So long story short, Rampage's son was backstage outside, like before the thing started, and the wrestler guy got a can of beer and smashed it on his head, in it. Like he thought he was a wrestler, so he just thought, So Rampage's son was like, what the like F are you doing, kind of thing. Got mad, wanted to thump him up here. And then later on, like I think the guy was like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't realize, I thought he was part of it, whatever. And then one of the other wrestlers was like, we could just bring it in the storyline. Like later on, you can just run in, because this is all streamed at the moment. This is all on Kick, innit?
Yeah.
So they're just saying, like, we could just get you part of the event. Now, where Rampage Jackson's son goes left is, yes, he was supposed to come into the ring, and do the move. But bro, the tumps after that, bruv, that's
No,
almost,
the tumps after that were insane, bro.
bruv, it's like attempted murder, bro. And he had a concussion a couple of days before when he got kicked in the head as well during sparring. His dad
What are
showed the
people trying
footage.
to blame the concussion for why he was going on like that?
Potentially, but still no excuses in my opinion.
That's crazy, bro. Because
Bro,
I was
it
looking
was
at
horrible.
he's
It was
like, you
horrible to
wouldn't let him
watch.
pick him up and give him the slam.
That's the same. So
It
let him
was-
pick. Yeah, exactly. So then you're thinking, oh yeah, that's part of it. But bro, the problem is as well. I don't know if you watch it again. When he does the slam, the guy smashes his head on the canvas.
Yeah,
So you know it's
he's
supposed
pretty
to be
much
your
out
back.
of it.
Yeah, you know it's supposed to be your back. What happened? It was his back, then his head, innit? Bro, you could see he was rocked, bro. And then he started late, and I just thought, what the fuck? Yeah, it's all messed
No,
up.
the
Bro.
tumps were crazy.
Bruv. It's disgusting. I can't lie. It's disgusting.
Oh shit! Hold on, Matt just said he flatlined in the ring. What did they actually have to resuscitate him?
I don't know. I know the man's in hospital though, and I believe he's awake.
So, do you think he's actually going to get charged then? Like, because it is actually assault, then, isn't it?
It depends what the wrestler does. There's been no comment like on it so far. So
shit, he actually had to be resuscitated in the ring. Yeah, that's attempted murder. Yeah, he's got to go jail.
Yeah,
for that.
unless, yeah, boy, yeah, it was bleeding from the ear. I did see that as well. But it was disgusting. You know, so imagine like you can tell it. Nah, in fact, let me not even say nothing. But yeah, it's mad. It's mad. It is mad.
The man's life is ruined now over pride. This is what I'm saying, man. Pride is the #1 destroyer of man's life, you know. I swear, bruv. The man even apologized. Yeah, I know. I guess it must have been a bit embarrassing, and it would have probably hurt that he clapped you in the head with the beer. But now you go in jail for probably like 20 years.
Yeah,
what
bro.
a waste. What
It's
a
mad.
waste. Yeah, man. Them, you have to control yourself, man.
100%, bro. You have to. People, bless up. We're gonna leave it here. Like I said, keep on the socials as well for when we'll be on next show. And yeah, I hope everyone has a blessed Tuesday morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to watch this show. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. We are on the road to 40K. We would really appreciate it if you could get us there. Not only that, another word to our sponsors, OK Jersey. People, head over there, go get your jerseys for a very, very good amount of money, around £15. People, they got bag of jerseys there. Go check them out. Like I said, if you're a member, we're going to pattern you up with something, so don't worry about that. But first of all, you have to be a member. So be a member, get involved. We will announce that most likely either the end of this week or next week, what's going on with the members in regarding something that we got for them and other stuff as well. So stay tuned. People, hope you've enjoyed the show. It was a nice Tuesday afternoon show. Makes it a little bit different for once, innit, I guess, because you normally have us on a Monday night. You know what I mean? So we didn't want to wait too long as well after the game because there's so many moving parts in this whole transfer window. We said, let's talk about this now.
Yeah.
Let's do that rather than wait until later on and then bare other things would happen and then it just would have been mad. So, but yeah, people, we're going to head out of here. Enough love. Take care. God bless. Team Kopish. We're out, people. Love.
Peace.